There we go. Welcome, people, welcome. Let's get this camera fixed. Somewhere in there. Beautiful. Let's plug you in. Welcome, everybody, welcome. We're here to get it again. Alright, start by taking these out. And one more thing I gotta grab. This thing's really gonna start taking shape today. Now, is this better if we do this? Yeah, it's pretty good light. Welcome, welcome. Let's get it. Alright, we're back. So let's get our Dremel. It's all charged today. Again, our goal here is to get through just a little bit more so we can get this file in there. Alright, here we go. We're completely set up. Alright, welcome guys, welcome. You're just joining. We're still working on our key series here. We're making good progress. We just got to get through here so we can get our file to fit. It's a bit of a tedious process sometimes, but we seem to be biting through pretty good now. Now let's flip it over again. Thank you guys for being here. Do me a favor and hit those buttons. We're so very close to getting this through. I think that position's a little too high. Looks about centered. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. I'll show you what we're up to in just a second here. We're almost through with this one here. Alright, get some more water going here. I'll show you what we're up to. Thanks for all the likes, guys. I appreciate that. So in here we just have a little key we've been designing. We're just slowly getting the middle design sort of figured out. This sort of goes with our collection too. And they all go to this trunk. I hope you guys enjoy. Please hit the like and subscribe for me. And I'm going to keep grinding on here. Excuse me. We're close on that top one too. Alright, so what we do here, flip it back around. If you're just joining, we're just making a key. I'll show you what it's for in a second. We're almost through with this, and then we can get the file in. Then it'll start to take shape really fast. We'll probably get this one done today. Hey Snitch, welcome. Thank you for the comment. Appreciate you coming out on my channel. That's great. You know, we're accepting and tolerant of all kinds here. We're so close on that third one. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Feel free to come out in the comment section. Like our friend Snitch here. He's pretty proud of himself. So give him some love. Alright, let's re-up on the water. Alright, guys, thanks for sticking around. Just working on a little custom key, expanding these little holes. We do have a whole series here. And so we're slowly adding another one. We've got this old trunk over here. Didn't have any keys, so we decided to build one. Once I built one, I couldn't stop. So thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy. And you can tell from the inside, the bore hole, some of them are so deep that they're almost coming through. So I think we'll probably punch through this one on this round. Good stuff, Snitch. Never be afraid to be who you are, man. Appreciate it all. Well, not quite. We'll probably get it on the next one. Guys, welcome. Thanks for all the love. You can just see how deep this bore goes. It's just about popping through. But if we don't keep flipping it, it forms a burr that we have to deal with, and it gets pokey. And thank you for sticking around. I'll show you what we're up to here in just a minute. Oh, it's so close. All right. Thanks for the patience, guys. That's what we have here. Just working on a little key. This little key goes to this old steamer trunk here. Thanks for watching. So what's great about the circle, the sphere rather, is the holes, it makes them circular, obviously. But as opposed to something thinner that I can bore it out with, it just leaves me in a better starting point to keep them symmetrical. If that makes sense. Snitch, you should tell me that in a super chat if you really want to parade it around, since I'm eligible for that stuff now. You know, a true Chad would drop that with money. Membership's coming soon too. I'll put a tier in just for you. You get him, Mike. Alright, let's flip it around. Man, we're so close to popping through here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. If you are wondering what we're doing, we're just making keys. We got a couple other ones here we've made. We're just using the Dremel to get these holes big enough so we can get that file in there. And these keys all go to this old steamer trunk. I bought it for $5 and it didn't have a key, so we decided to make some. Guys, I thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the likes. Back to the grind. Yes, Mike, exactly the point. These keys all came from this chunk of metal I found on the road, too, so we're upcycling. And the trunk's for my daughter. I know she's going to lose at least one key, so we'll have a couple backups. Dude, your name's literally Snitch. Don't worry about all these blemishes, they were there already. I've never slipped with a tool in my life. So we'll polish those out later. And welcome, guys, welcome. Well, 125 of you. Just stick around, I'll show you what we're up to in just a minute. Welcome, Truth Seeker Orb. This channel is kind of a hobby channel. So we make some stuff. Here's a foot I carved out of a rock. Very cool, looked like a foot. We make some keys. That's what we're making right now. And we're going to turn this trunk into kind of more of a magic chest with secret compartments. But right now we're just making some keys that go to the lock. We've done some lock picking. Basic what we want to do. Giant pumpkins, kittens, wildlife. I appreciate you watching, guys. Oh, Truth Seeker, this is also a safe place for people to come out, as you can see in the comments. We do some car stuff too. I'm pretty, I like to free cycle, upcycle, repair, take care of my stuff, so it kind of all falls into the channel. So in my driveway I have a 2003 Mazda Protege 5. So I'm going to try to turn that into a hobby car, if the rust isn't too bad. And then I myself just have a SUV, a daily driver, and I like to do the maintenance on that. Every couple of months it needs some sort of oil or grease. Do you do cars, Mike? No, I wish. And I also wish it had the turbo. But it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder. Little Ford engine. Yeah, I like working on my own stuff. Especially oil changes and stuff. It's just so easy to do. Change my tires out. And so I like to, shoot around conversations, talk about cars, give out the knowledge I have to whoever it's useful for. What's your project right now, Mike? I can't believe this one hasn't gone through yet. It's so close. Does Snitch have any projects? I mean, I can assume what you do, but do you have anything legitimate you want to add? Oh, it's a really old truck. Is it a square body? Or has it got those nice fenders? Sick, probably super thick. Hey, good question, Truth Seeker. So here we have it's a gridded sanding cutting tool. And we're just slowly boring these holes out. And once I can get a file to slide in and out, we're almost there. Then I can shape. We can make those a little thinner. But the ball helps keep it really symmetrical to where I put these. And that gives me a better starting point so I don't, when I start filing, I don't get carried away in one direction or the other. Yeah, no problem. It looks a little tedious, doesn't it? It's really satisfying when you can get them all to go at the same time, though. As boring as that sounds, too. And then in the syringe, it's just water. and that just preserves the bit as it's scratching out metal. This is stainless steel. It's really hard stuff. And I just don't have a drill bit that'll punch through it really quickly. And a whole box of these bits was only $6, so, and I had them already. We're gonna flip this over. Guys, thanks for sticking around. Give you the little tour of what we're doing here. So we're just working on a key for our series of keys. Look at the hearts. We had a clover, so I'm making the club instead. We've got a spade. And I have a diamond one I'm working on as well. I figured I'd put a theme to it since I was making so many. And they just go to this old trunk I got for $5. That's going to be a project in the future as well. So please consider subscribing. And guys, thanks for all the likes. I really appreciate that. Re-up the water here. I guess as far as the channel too, guys, in the future I have some art projects I'm going to be working on. I don't really have a home for all that. I don't do enough of it to make my own channel for that. So it'll probably end up on this page too. Sort of fits with the workbench theme. Hey Mike, thanks for stopping in, man. Take care wherever you are. That goes for anybody watching. I appreciate your time. Well, that's getting really close there now. Once we can get the file in there, this thing will start taking shape in a hurry. We'll be able to make a few more executive decisions regarding the detail on the face of this. Alright. Well, let's do another tour for the people who just got here. If you're just tuning in, we are making a key. Listening to some metal. We've got a little collection going there. And they just go to this trunk. Appreciate you watching. And for anyone who's been sticking around, I'll explain again for you guys. The watch time on these live streams is about 14 seconds. So that's why I repeat myself so much. I'm trying to hook new people into my cool little hobby. But I do realize that that can get a bit redundant. But these live streams have been really effective as far as drawing in new eyes. We are kind of a personality channel, so more people who see it, I think, tend to enjoy it too. And that if you enjoy this, you'll be into what else I've got in the future. These are all so close. So I don't know if you'll be able to see. If I do this, it's going to heat up and it'll start evaporating the water. You can't really see it, but there's steam. And when there's too much friction, the bit will wear down. It'll just become burnished. Because it's basically spinning sandpaper. So the water keeps it cool, and then it can't heat up and flatten out. It also washes away the debris, which allows new debris to be taken. I appreciate the question. Hopefully my answers suffice. That one's ready to go through. That is so close now. When it happens, it just happens. They pop right through. Alright, let's flip it again. Guys, thank you for joining in. We're just making a key. Stick around for a minute, I'll show you what it's for. But I think this is our run. I think we're going to get that bit to poke through finally. And then we'll be done with the Dremel for a little bit. Or I think I have to do a bit with the bore to get that file to properly fit. We'll see. Well, that one's close. It's getting stuck. There we go. There's one. Oops, these shouldn't be too far behind now. There we go. That's all 3 of them. As far as that bit will take them. And we're so close to getting this to fit all the way through. You really do need a good run if you're using the file. So welcome guys, welcome. If you are just joining, we're making a key. This key goes over to this super satisfying lock. Appreciate you tuning in. Here's some of the other ones we made. Alright, we'll put this back in here. We'll switch the bit. I think I have a big boring bit. Yeah, something like this. A little smaller. Which box, Truth Seeker? The trunk I got from a restore, it's called, so people take their junk there and they resell it. And it was mislabeled. It was supposed to be 50 bucks and I got it for $5. And then these little bit boxes I just get at the hardware store. They're super cheap. That's why I take good care of them. I'll show you the trunk. This is just a magnet. And so I've had these trunks my whole life. They've been around, but I've never had one with a key to open it. So I got this and then I started fiddling around with what makes this work. I actually used a jigsaw blade to make it open the first time. And that's sort of where I concept the prototype of this little end. So this little peg here fits into a turning hole, like a guide hole, and then this little boot just activates a little latch. It's not very complicated. Boy, I couldn't tell you how old that trunk is. I don't know if they still make them. They're called steamer trunks because they used to be put on steam engine powered vehicles. That's what I know about them. Let's move this camera a little to the side. And I haven't really seen, I guess I could look up. There's a little bit of an insignia on the trunk latch, but who's to tell if that's the same age as the trunk? Hey, thanks for all the likes, guys. I just noticed that. Let's just get this angled a bit better. Guys, appreciate you being here. just shifting the can. There we go. Oh, let's move this over too. Guys, if you're just joining, we are building a key. We're almost done with the dremeling. Alright, let's get to it. Almost. Couple more passes ought to do. Alright, let's take a look at it. Guys, if you're just joining in, we're making a key. We're almost to the point where file will fit in there. It's just so close. One more pass and that should do. If you're wondering what this key is for, it goes to this old trunk. Didn't have one, so we made one. And actually, this is our fourth one we've made. So please consider subscribing. Hit all those buttons for me. If you want me to subscribe back to you, just leave me a comment. Tell me what kind of content you make and I'll shout you out. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I'll show you what we're doing here in just a second. Excuse me. Alright, thank you guys for sticking around. Thanks for all the likes. You guys make sure you subscribe. So what we're working on here is a little key. We should have a whole little series of them. And they go to this old lock. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We're using the Dremel, but I think we might be done actually. If I can get this file to go through all these, we should be in good shape. Just enough. I might do one more pass. Do this side, and then we'll be on to the file. Guys, I thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, Truth Seeker. Appreciate you being here. We'll catch you next time. I'll come subscribe to you if I'm not already. Alright, that should do it. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Again, Truth Seeker, we'll see you next time. If you guys just joining in, we're just working on a little key. Goes to this little trunk. It's a very satisfying key. So we've done the dremeling. We should be able to, with ease now, start working the little circle file in here. As we go, we'll just try to keep symmetry. So basically the same process. Just move it over here a bit. Actually, I think I'm going to tip it a little bit like that. Just so I can hold it. So this one here, we have to start working this way, this one all around, and then this one onto the inside as well. Do a bit of a bigger circle file that might work a little bit better. Hey guys, thanks for all the likes. These burrs make awfully good slivers, in case anyone's wondering. It's working a treat. So you can see here, this hole isn't exactly aligned. I'm going to start stretching it this way. I left some room on the outside so we can hog some of it off if we need to. My main concern is getting the holes to look symmetrical to each other. And obviously the shaft of the key. Wow, we jumped up to 200 there for a minute. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your time. If you're wondering what we're making, we're scratching the decoration into an old new custom key I've been working on here. And this key goes to this trunk. I sure appreciate you tuning in. Please hit that like and subscribe for me. So you can see here what I'm talking about. The hole here is just slightly closer to this one. But that's okay, there's room to take off from here. We'll move the hole this way. We'll move this hole up and this way. And then this one just over. That's my thought process anyway. And I tilt it a little bit so I can get my finger behind it. It kind of mutes the screech. It seems slow, but you can really, pass after pass, you really see the work being done here. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. You can sort of see we're starting to find a bit more symmetry. Nothing here has been measured. It's all just been by eyeball. So we're going to move this hole up and over. This one over here. And then this one just coming, kind of enlarging it in general. And again, for anyone wondering, we kind of have a little collection going here. Spade one is my favorite so far. And these keys go to this little trunk. And they've all been made out of this flattened piece of angle iron I found on the road. Let's flip this way. Actually, it might be easier to work that side down. Appreciate you guys being here. We're back at it. Like I said before, it's important to get the little burrs off. They make fantastic slivers. I do worry about the symmetry, but not too much. This is going to look beautiful when it's done anyway. It's kind of like ornate in a jewelry kind of way. Too symmetrical would look like it was just punched. There's a certain beauty to hand or eyeing something out, you know, trusting your eye-hand coordination. And the file is a little bit faster than the Dremel as far as getting the material off. In the end, we will go around. We can see here where the insides are all softened up. So we'll take the square edge off. Gabby, I'm not quite sure what you're trying to get across there. But I am known to have things go over my head too, so if I do misinterpret anything you guys are saying, it's not on purpose. These look pretty even on the bottom. Again, I think it's about sort of moving the big hole over. Like I've said before, we've saved room to remove material from the outside as well. Let's do a little show. Come on there, camera. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you're wondering what we're doing, we're just building a key. How many of you had trunks like that? No key. Well, that was my problem, so we came up with a solution. We are finding a bit more symmetry now, so that's good. Sometimes it's hard to cope in the mind when things aren't symmetrical. The process can be a little bit nerve-wracking. But we remind ourselves it's just art. And we're not striving for perfection, we're striving for beautiful. And in my mind, those two things are very different. So I'll show you guys again here what we're up to. And so we can see now we've started to move the holes around. They're actually becoming quite a lot more symmetrical. It's a little bit of catching up to do over here. We'll work on that spot for now. And so in there we have the key. Here's some of the others we've worked on. For anyone who cares about that, guys, thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for the likes. Make sure you subscribe if you're so inclined. So we're trying to move the hole, but as well, keep it as round as possible. So there's a bit of compromise as we try to stretch it one way or the other. To keep up with the other sides. All right. So there we can see our lines are lining up much better. Hey, thanks, Dean. I saw your lock picking video there. Very cool. Picking is one of my favorite fidgety kind of hobbies. Yeah, puzzle is a good word for it. I only ever do it as a hobby, really. But one time my neighbor did get locked out of his house and I helped him. Well, he locked his keys in the house. And then they went to open their car and the alarm went off. So the alarm was going off on the car. And he couldn't get back into his house. So it was a bit more like an emergency, I guess. The car was really aggravating. But we got in, so that's good, right? Although being a locksmith, I don't know, thought a lot about that. Maybe that's a career path. If I have the capacity to learn about that much stuff, about locks, I don't know. Yeah, and car locks I've not had a lot of success with because I've mainly just haven't practiced them. I should get one for the bench. Yeah, I always worry about letting people know that I pick locks too, because you never know if their stuff gets broken into, if they're gonna blame you or not. Welcome, welcome for anybody wondering of what we're making. Talking locks, building keys. These keys are not complicated at all. Let me demonstrate here. So this just sits in a little guide hole, and as it spins, this little boot just kicks a little latch. It's not super complicated, but it is super satisfying. And just one of those things, I find these trunks all the time and they never have a key. I'm sure they're basically all the same. Thank you guys for being here. Be sure to hit those buttons for me. Yeah, it's true. I don't really talk to a lot of people about it, but you always worry. Hey, thanks, man. That's always been my motto here. You know, we don't strive for too much perfection. I've never actually measured any of them. I just eyeballed them all. So making something beautiful is the object. I try to get these burrs taken care of first because they don't feel good in their skin. Okay, now I'm going to start extending these side holes. This one has got to go up a little bit, but I'm going to start pushing them out and down. And then that'll allow us to decide whether or not we carve in here a little bit. This one we're gonna, and that one we're gonna. And even though it is kind of random art, there is a little bit of theory. Theory to the plan. Can't get too far ahead of ourselves. And that's why I try to like to keep everything even too. Especially when I'm dremeling. Just keep a pattern. As some of you may have noticed, we did punch all these holes at the same time. So we did really kind of keep up with our pattern. We still got to go over with this top one too. And I've often thought about making a house key actually out of one of these. The engraving part would be a lot more work to get the, what's it called, on the shaft, the bitting. The part where the key slides in, it has a little, so you can't put the wrong kind of key in the wrong lock. That would be the hardest part to emulate, I think. I just think that would be such a fun thing, because keys used to be ornate and beautiful. Something you really treasured and held on to. And I think we kind of underestimate them now. Guys, welcome. I'll give you a little tour of what we're doing here. So in the vise, we are scratching out the decorative part of this key I'm making. Do a little series of them there. And then just go to this trunk over here. Stick around, make sure you subscribe. This trunk is going to be a future project as well. Once we can get out into the yard and start using the table saw. We'll probably be live streaming some of that. Well, I'm definitely going to be live streaming some of that. A little too high. Looks like we're keeping it pretty symmetrical. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe. If you want me to subscribe back to you, leave me a comment. Tell me that you make content. I'll shout you out, and I'll make sure I subscribe. Found quite a few people this way so far. And I think I'll make these as big as possible before I start shaping it from the outside. Again, for anyone wondering what's in there, we're just working on a key. They're all a little dirty right now from the water when we were grinding. And these all go over here to this trunk. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Well, it's time to flip this over. So here's this one in action. There's a bit more work to do on the outside of it as well. But we kind of have to go tit for tat with that. Otherwise I'll get too far ahead of myself in one area and not be able to catch up with the other. As far as the symmetry goes, I mean, again, we're not looking for perfection. We just trying to make it beautiful. Dean, are you still there? I was going to give Dean some advice. If he was still around. Because I was watching some of his videos. That's okay, I'll catch him next time. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We're just working on a little key So the other ones we did. Starting to feel really good. Those holes just add some sort of grip and feel to it. And I'd say we're about halfway to where we want to be with them, as far as with the file and expanding them. Just gotta round them out a bit more. So back here with this one, the top one's got to come over. It's more of an oval right now. This one we've been keeping because it was kind of placed properly, and these ones we've had to move. So this one's got to go up there and down here, and this one on both sides. We'll work on those for now. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate that. There we go, we're making progress. We'll also have to hit this one just to keep it sized. Now let's do that one in a circle. Back in the top. Get these edges again. And I think I'm okay if the top one is a little bit bigger. Let me know what you guys think. It shouldn't really affect the overall symmetry of it. It kind of looks good as it is with the bigger bulb on it. I just love this lock. Now we'll give it a flip, start working this side a little bit. The file is really good for getting off lots of material, but it is a little bit harsh on the symmetry. So we might go back to the Dremel here in a minute, just to re-round. These holes. Guys, thanks for joining in. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, please. If you want me to subscribe back to you, leave me a comment. There's some sort of burr happening here. Alright. Help us wash away some of those filings too. But I'm going to switch the bit over. So we'll go from something that is a little loose, something that's a bit better fitting. Get some water in our syringe and let's go. Actually, I'm just going to move you guys a little bit to the side. That should do her. Yeah, thanks for being here, fellows. Of course, let's get our bird in the shot here. That's looking pretty good. That's working really well as well. So with each one, these holes get a little bit bigger, and the key looks a bit more practical. Appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. let's take a peek at it again. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate that. A little too far over. Alright, we're coming right along. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the likes. So if you're wondering, we're just making a key here. And this key goes to this old trunk lock. Bought a trunk for $5 and didn't have a key. So we made a couple. Hope you guys like it. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. I really appreciate that. For anyone wondering what we're doing here, we are just carving out a little key. Slowly working on the symmetry of it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Every now and then we flip it, we get rid of the burrs, and we're slowly getting these holes as big as we want them. Then we'll start filing out the outside to kind of even it up when we find our maximum distances we want. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please consider subscribing. My channel's growing like crazy. I appreciate every one of you. Guys, welcome, welcome. Show you what we're doing here. We're just making a little key. We have a little series of them. It all started with this trunk. And the need for a key. We've started a whole hobby now. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Please consider leaving a like and a subscribe. If you want me to subscribe back to you, leave me a comment. Tell me what kind of content you make. Or what kind of content you want to make. I'm gonna re-up the water here. Guys, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. In case you're wondering what we're up to here. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. It means a lot to me. Alright guys, thank you so much for being here. Show you what we're up to. So we're just making a key. Slowly working on the decorative part. And this key goes to this trunk over here. Got a tree, got a trunk, it didn't have a key. So we built one and then it sort of has stemmed into this whole series. Trying to make a theme there. We even have a fifth one I'm working on. You sort of see the diamond shape. I'm not quite sure how to incorporate that yet, but we will figure it out. And for now, we'll just work on the symmetry of this a little bit. We're slowly getting to the thickness we want on the outside. Let's say we'll work the top one a bit here. Start getting that hole a little bit bigger. I appreciate each and every one of you Please make sure you like and subscribe. It goes a long, long way. My channel's growing like crazy. You'll be on the ground floor or something cool. We do lots of stuff around here. Alright. Guys, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate the time you spend. So we're just making a little key. Slowly working on the decoration. And we're slowly getting it there. Here's some other ones we made. Please consider liking and subscribing. It means a lot to me. It goes a long way. I will do one more pass here. And we'll just see how far we can get. We're slowly getting this to shape now. This one hole was a little smaller, I could see it. Guys, welcome. If you're wondering what we're up to here, I'll show you. So we're just working on a little custom key. This key just goes over to this trunk over here. We also have a little series we've been working on. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please consider subscribing. We'll re-up our water. We're back in for another session. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. Thanks for the likes, whoever that was. I appreciate it. Here we're just trying to knock off some of the burrs that are going on. Appreciate you all tuning in. This just makes it a little more pleasant to hold. And here's an example of them. Oh, it's gone. They're just little slivers of metal that develop in the process. You can see one sticking up there, and they make fabulous slivers. If you ever need a really good sliver, I recommend, metal shrapnel. Christian Truth, I was just thinking about you. Yeah, we were sick for so long, dude. Kids got sick for like 3 weeks, and then I got sick for 2 weeks. But we're back. Same key we were working on. Starting to really take shape now. We've just been perfecting the decoration part of it. Got it functional. Yeah, did the crud get you too? I've been calling it the crud because it's my whole sinuses. I felt like I was on fire. Almost like strep throat, but it wasn't strep throat. It was crazy. It was not a happy time. Yeah, well, and I hope you mend up too, because it's been miserable. Alright, what am I going to put back in here? I think I'll just put the bore back in. And I've really been noticing that everyone's been getting it. Lots of people I watch. This one's good at taking down the bird too. Go back up to this bigger one for a couple minutes here. We are almost at the end, but I'm hoping to be back again tomorrow. Hopefully we'll do 2 tomorrow, actually. And guys, if you're just tuning in, I appreciate you watching. We are working on a key. We made some great progress today. Hope you guys enjoy that. Get back to the grind. Need to adjust this bit a little bit. Guys, welcome, welcome. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. Hey, cool, Christian Truth. I'm about to hop off. I probably got about 5 more minutes, and I gotta do the thing. Now that the kids are finally back to school. But I can't believe February just flew by. It was gone. The whole thing given up to being on bed rest. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll show you what we're up to here. Hashing out a little key to this old trunk. I appreciate you all tuning in. We'll hit this one more round before I log off. Hope you guys are happy and healthy. I know a lot of people have been pretty sick. Come on, phone, do your thing. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate that. We are making a wet mess here. That's okay though, we got the towel down. Welcome, guys, welcome. I appreciate you tuning in. Alright guys, welcome. We are about to wrap it up here. I'll give you a little tour of what we've been up to. So here we're just making a little key. Well, we're decorating the key. We've made the key part. This key goes to this trunk. This trunk is going to be a project, so make sure you guys subscribe. Here's some of the other keys we made. They're all wet from the wetting the bit. I sure appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's back you up here. We'll put our other keys in the series. We are going for kind of a theme. We have a 5th key drawn up, but not quite ready to be made yet. See that one here. We got the diamond, the club, the heart, and the spade. The clover was the first one we made. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Just gonna get a little bit cleaned up here. If you missed the show, you can go back and watch it again. Just rewind the video. You can also find them on my page. And while you're there, make sure you're subscribed. We've got some big things coming down the pipeline, especially now that the weather's getting warmer. We've got a shelf we're ready to propagate some plants. I'm super looking forward to that. I love gardening. So we'll be passing out our education regarding that. We also have the trunk that we've been making these keys for. Let's grab the spade. This is my favorite one. So this trunk that these keys were making for, this is going to be a whole project come out once we get the outside weather. And from there, we'll be able to put some secret compartments and stash zones and maybe incorporate some sort of magnet locks with the wand. We have a couple wands to finish too for the kids. They sure love their magic stuff. Get rid of this water here. Oh, I also have a couple bird houses. I'll show you guys this kit. So I found this today at my favorite store for 20 bucks for not only two bird houses, a birdhouse and a bird feeder, but you get to build them yourself. What a treat. Right up our alley. Ooh, I like the mallet. So I might set this up for the kids to do, we'll see. It's going to be a fun project though. And bird watching is one of my other hobbies. So we'll be doing all sorts of outdoor shenanigans once we can be out there permanently. Take the grub with us. Again, guys, thank you so much for being here. The growth of this channel has been exponential and really just kind of blown away, really humbled. It's been amazing to come up with these projects that you guys like watching. Christian Truth, if you're still there and where, we still got Big Toe, channel mascot, carved out of a rock I thought looked like a foot. We're going to build a little shoe for it and maybe knit a little sock for no reason other than it's funny. So make sure you guys stay tuned. I'm just tidying up in the background here. Stay tuned, make sure you subscribe. Catch all the fun stuff we got coming up. Have to get ready for the kids to be off school. So they can come home and pile in. They love working the bench too, so that's always nice. But it does require hiding all my stuff, usually. But I thank you guys for being here. We'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully this weekend. You guys make sure you take care of yourselves. Get that vitamin C, that vitamin D. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.